Freaking my God.
Step out of the vehicle.
I'm pregnant.
She's
Don't
pregnant.
fucking touch me.
You just
Touch her.
committed a felony. Get out of the vehicle.
For what? You're not the police.
Yes, we are law enforcement. Step out of the
No,
vehicle.
you're not. And why did you detain me? You
Because
said it
you're
was
in
a
the
civil
stop.
matter.
It's
You
a
said
stop
it was
matter.
a civil
I
matter.
advise you that
Civil
you
matter.
stop.
You said it was
Step
a
out
civil
of the
matter. You started being detained
Step
for
out
a
of
civil
the
matter. No.
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
No. Don't
Step out
touch
of the
me.
vehicle.
Do not touch me. Do not. Why are you doing this? Tell me why.
You're
No.
doing-
So, why am I being detained?
Evading police.
You said it's a civil matter. Get off of me.
It was a civil matter previously until you started evading the police, right? Context. She was on base. First of all, I wouldn't try or advise to mess with security forces, especially when you're coming on base and then you're told to like drive around. Don't try anything funny. They've been bored all day checking IDs and they are itching to probably do something that's actually entertaining. Since, you know, you're checking IDs, say like 95% of the time, and then now 5% of the time something actually pops off. The context is she was driving away Miss Tatiana Gonzalez while being detained by an officer, the security forces guy, for driving with expired driver's license and expired registration. And then she nearly ran over this tech sergeant trying to enter the base without any valid ID. Plus, she used a license plate holder to obscure half of her license plate. She was scheduled to have an appearance in court and as district court in Boise, Idaho. But she failed to appear. Of course, who would have saw that coming? But the lead up to this is over here.
Hi. What's his name?
What's happening?
What's his name?
I'm not talking about my kids. You're rude.
I'm not being rude. I'm actually doing a lot of homework trying to figure out and trying to help you.
You're not trying to help me.
So we're trying to get a hold of your husband right
Yeah, so what he was doing right now was identify the child in the back seat. And then so when somebody calls the squadron and they're like, hey, we have your wife here and then your kid here. And then so you're like, okay, well, I mean, obviously the wife in itself would work, but just being more personable. So when you're actually calling either the first sergeant or somebody in the squadron, you actually have like, yeah, well, your kid so-and-so is here, your wife's here. They're at the gate and they're trying to get a hold of you. They're trying to get on. And she has like, flights. What's up with this car, man? This is your responsibility. You're supposed to be taking care of this.
now. Okay. So please don't interrupt me, and I'm not making you feel uncomfortable.
Yes, you are. You
Okay.
can't tell me if you're making me feel uncomfortable.
So then right here, they just told her to pull over. There's typically like a visitor center, this mountain home. But they have her pulled over while everybody else is going through the gates. They can keep operations flowing. Probably just asking her a couple more clarifying questions while they're getting all the tag information.
Yep, and I agree. But because she's being rude to me, I'm writing her an 1805 for expired registration. So.
Yeah. And that's the thing that you always kind of have to remember anyways, is that like they'll help you out. I mean, if you're a part of the service, like, and it's something that you could just go and easily fix, nobody's sitting there trying to write you a ticket. Nobody wants to sit there and do paperwork on you. But if you're being like a pain in the ass and then you're causing all these issues at the gate and then now the gate's backed up, then of course you're making my day bad. So I'm about to make your day bad. Like it's all synonymous. It works together. Synergy. It's the law of equivalency right there. You make my day bad, I'm gonna make your day bad. It's just is it simple as that. So you're taking your time to be rude, not answering my questions or anything, then yeah, I'm about to write you a ticket. That's why the other guy on the line was like, yeah, okay, yeah, write her a ticket. Because he already saw everything. Your tags you can't go on a military installation and your stuff's all messed up. Your paperwork's like, they're not going to check you. If your ID was all good and everything good to go, then they might not check you, but they're still looking. They're supposed to be looking and checking every car.
The least he can do is call his fucking troop and his squadron and mediate that issue, but we can't really do shit with her.
Yeah, no, and I agree.
You see, like, just like he said, the least you could do is call the troop in the squadron, and then you can mediate everything. But since she's being disrespectful and not answering any questions, we've already passed that point. So now she's getting the ticket, and then now the troop is gonna have to deal with it with families screwing everything up at the gate.
We can't do anything.
Yeah, we were just monitoring via the CCTV. It looked like you were like freaking the shit out.
I'm getting a little upset with her, but have I been pretty nice? I feel like I've been pretty nice.
Feel like I've been pretty nice.
Go get her. Hey, ma'am, over here, please. We're over here.
And I don't know if you saw that real fast. So, like, as you can see right here, like, the gate's blocked right there. So, you can try to drive around, but you're not going to go anywhere unless you want to try to ram through the gate, which is a terrible idea.
Hey, ma'am, over here, please. We're over here.
So, they're having her pull through. She's standing outside the car. I don't know if you can see. She's in the white shirt right there.
Ma'am, you're actually being detained right now because I'm running you a citation. Stay in that vehicle or I'm going to take the keys. Actually, I am. Stay in the vehicle. Expired registration, expired driver's license. Stay in the vehicle or you will be... Your registration on that sticker says September 2020, and it came back in our... And it came... Yep. And it came back in our system, which...
I like how she said, she's like, I don't have a registration. Like, what? Like, we see it. It's all on your car, man. Like so who are you trying to trick right now? You can't trick us. We already checked it. It checks statewide. You're on a military installation. If you're PCSing from another base, we're going to have your information. It doesn't... Like, what are you talking about?
talks to other state systems. So stay in the vehicle. Please do. Please do. It's a civil matter.
Goes in, gets in her car. Complete desert out there. Freaking Idaho. Flat as hell base. Plenty of things to do on base, though. It's nice out there. So she gets in her car. I guessing she thinks she's gonna... So here's the opening to base right here. But since he was trying to detain her, he's telling her, hey, stop. Like, where are you trying to go? She could probably just try to bolt off, but it's like, hey, no, like you need to stop right here. I just told you to get in your car. I didn't tell you to drive anywhere. The hell are you doing? So now she's a threat. Since he has his weapon, she's turning around. And then you even got the civilian cops coming in. Civilian cops coming in. He hasn't even done his PT test. Goddamn. Even he's getting in on it. But as you can see, yeah, she's turning around and she's going to hit these stop signs right here. So she can't go any further unless she wants to ram it. But she's speeding up. He's just standing there. And then this is already past the point of the other video where she was detained, or he was trying to get her out of the car, and she was like yelling back and forth at him. So he's already smashed the window and gotten her out of the car, and now is detaining her. And as you can see, everybody's trying to hit the entrance to base, and now they're having to stop it. Ridiculous, man. So yeah, man, guys, like if you're trying to get on base, like make sure everything you have is correct. That's like a given. And you don't mess with the security forces dudes. Like they know, like even if you're an airman or something, you're trying to like sneak on base, like you're trying to even drink it or something, like they know. Just chill. Get a hotel room for the night or something, man. What you doing? Get a DD. You know, everybody has that group. You have an 18-year-old airman or something that hasn't been drinking, hopefully, and they're like safe and good to go. But that's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.